Okay, stop for one moment. It's time to take a break. Have you been sat all day at the desk, on the laptop, with your neck and shoulders in a really funny position? It's time to just check in, and I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can do to help loosen up your neck and shoulders even while sat at your desk. So the first thing is just sit back, sit with your back nice and tall. I'm just going to turn sideways, so make sure the chair that you're sitting in, you're not sat like this, yeah? Make sure you move your bottom back, lift up and sit nice and tall, and then just roll the shoulders back. And if you can, take your hands back on the chair. So again, I'm going to turn sideways so you can roll. Can you see the shoulders? Rolling, opening, let the chest stretch, open it up. The action of us being on our laptops all day or sat reading or anything that has our arms in front of us closes in the chest muscles here, tightens up the chest muscles, so we end up a bit more like this, yeah? If you've been reading, couple that with your head dropping. You're starting to pull on all the neck, shoulder, upper back muscles, so you'll start to get headaches as well. So these poses that are opening your chest, yeah, get you connected into your back body. So the important thing is, and I see this a lot, when you take your arms behind you, your shoulders will drop forward. It's natural to do that. So what you need to get in tune with is, how do you move your shoulder blades in and just squeeze those elbows back a little bit so that you're lifting and opening the chest muscles here, the pectoral muscles. Okay, so really kind of understand how your shoulder's working. The next one, dead simple to do. As you're sitting tall, take your ear to your shoulder. And if you want to intensify that stretch, just press your hand down. Flat palm, push it to the floor. Feel right from the back of the ear all the way down into your shoulder, into your arm. So what goes on in our hands and our arm affects our shoulders and our neck as well, and vice versa. So what you could also do is turn the head. Turn the head so that you can feel a stretch slightly differently, maybe along the back of your shoulder there. And even turn it upwards. So again, we get a stretch here in the neck. And again, I'm feeling a little bit of tingling in the fingertips. That's normal. We're stretching the nerves. And then back to center. And release. And then the other side. So when you're doing this, drop your shoulders down. So again, those of you who work at a desk or have got stress, you'll raise your shoulders up, and this feels normal. So really melt the shoulders down. Notice that in yourself as you take your head over. Now, for some of you, this might actually be enough, depending on how tight you are in the neck. If you can release your hand down, intensify that, feel it into the fingers, turn your head. So again, this changes the feeling of the stretch. I feel this more in the back of the shoulder. And then turning and facing upwards. So again, we're releasing in the neck here. Again, go cautiously. This can make people feel a little bit sick and dizzy. So if you're tight in the neck, shoulders, upper back, as we introduce these poses, it is normal to feel a little bit sick and dizzy. So just be aware of that. Don't let it put you off, but just bring your awareness to it. So the other one is, it's just a stretch up to press. Again, if you've been doing this, or you've been holding, or you've been working in this, some of you are quite creative and you might be doing crafting kind of things. So we need to release the palms, and the palms are connected into your shoulders. So interlocking your fingers, spreading the palms, and again, draw the shoulders down and push the palms. Push into the heel of your hand, not your knuckles. So again, if I turn sideways, my shoulders are releasing down and back. Arms are straight, elbows are in. And then what you can do is from here, try to take your arms up without your chest peeling forward. So if you stiffen the shoulders, you'll go like this to try and take your arms up, and you'll get your chest to do the work. So keep your belly back, keep your chest back, and just take your arms up as much as you can. And again, around the neck and shoulders, it's completely free. So we're not doing this. The shoulders are down, the armpits are wrapping in, and you're extending. So there's a freedom around the neck and around the shoulders. And of course, once we've done one side, so my little finger at the bottom there, I'm going to change and have the other little finger at the bottom. Push the palms forward. And again, as I push into the heels of the hands, I'm gripping the outer elbows in, drawing the shoulders down and just spreading across the palms, into the wrists. And then again, being really connected on how do I take my arms up? Do I lose that awareness? Where can I get to without my chest poking forwards, keeping it back? Can I feel like my palms are pressing to the ceiling? Can I lengthen from my hips up? But again, the neck is completely free when we do this. And then slowly releasing down. Good. Okay, now we're going to move onto the chair sideways. So that might mean you're getting up and moving, but you want the side of the chair, the back of the chair to your side. Have your feet together and on the floor, and then we're just going to turn. This is so lovely for your lower back. Again, a lot of people say to me that they've got lower back problems, and when I talk to them about what jobs they do, time to be sat at the desk, so compression in that lower back. So one of the nice things to do is lift your spine up, roll this shoulder back as we showed you on that first pose, and now just do a little inhale and lift. Exhale, breathe out and allow yourself to turn. And as I turn, I'm releasing the shoulders down. Inhale in, exhale, turn. So as I did that, there's a little click in my lower back there, so it's just helping me release the tension there, resetting. And then coming back, and then turning around, so I'll take you to the back view so you can see what's happening from the back view. Feet together, and again, turning to the side, but when you turn, again, don't let your shoulder push forward here. Roll this shoulder back and down. Okay, now from here, inhale, lift up. As you exhale, use the back of the chair to help you turn. Soften the belly back to the spine. Breathe, inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. So our body is made to rotate. You might find it hard if you're not used to doing it. And then coming back. And again, just standing up, and even just standing and swaying into your hips as you maybe have a chat on the phone, or you just have a break away from the laptop or whatever it is. So again, that you're getting some movement in your pelvis. When you're sat for a length of time, the spine compresses, the discs compress at the base. So we need to get some movement going. We need to try and fire up the glutes a little bit more. Yeah, so just kind of rocking side to side will really help. And even just taking your foot back a little bit and lifting your pelvis up, it's just going to start to stretch here at the front of your thighs. So again, if you're working from home and it's dead easy, you're on a telephone conversation, getting up out of your chair, releasing the hip flexors, stretching into quads a little bit, making sure that you do both sides. And notice which side feels harder than the other. So again, belly back to spine, lift up. You're feeling that stretch into the hips here, into the hip flexor and the thigh. Okay, and then go a little bit deeper. So step back wider, bend both knees. You can use your chair to balance on. And again, lift your pelvis up at the front. Feel this stretch into your thigh and bend into it a little bit more. So I'm getting more of a stretch into the thigh now. So again, when we're sat, the quad muscles shorten, the hip flexors shorten. That's all connected up into your lower back, coupled with the fact you're sat, compressing the discs. And that's why we get a lot of lower back problems when we start to sit more. So really trying to get into doing these stretches, giving yourself a little break away from your desk. Great to do it if you're on a telephone conversation and you're not on Zoom so they can't see you. Or get everybody else involved. That would be a good one, wouldn't it? Get the whole office involved. And then releasing. And again, just go back to just gently swaying into your hips, maybe just circling around into your legs. You know, just allowing some movement. Our bodies are created to move. So the more that we're not moving, the more our body's going to complain. And then a couple of things to practice as well to help your posture is checking how you stand. So again, I find a lot of people say they've got back problems when they're turning the feet out and then they're dropping into the pelvis. And we don't even realise we're doing it. So trying to get your feet parallel underneath your hips. And if I turn sideways, the habit that happens is a lot of people do this. So we relax the belly and let it flop. We push into the lower back and compress the discs. So again, standing back in your heels, moving back into your thighs here. That means that you have to be aware of your feet and press. So if you've got an opportunity to be in bare feet, then go for it. And then lift up from that point. So feel as though you're lifting here, front and back and sides. Yeah, so it feels like you're taking the pressure out of your back. And again, you can even do a nice stretch up, like we did seated, stretching your arms up. You can even interlock your fingers and give yourself a little stretch. Yeah, just to give your body a break from the monotony of sitting for a length of time at your computer desk. I'd love to hear if that helps you. There's loads more I can show you about getting more mobility into your shoulders, your upper back, your middle back, and building strength around the weaker areas that we're perhaps getting. So if you'd like a little bit more advice, get in touch with me. Meantime, tag some friends in on this little video that you know sit at a desk and complain about neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches. These poses, just these tiny little poses, can help them massively, and it's been proven with the clients that I work with as well. So I'd love to hear how you get on. Tag all your friends that work at a desk all day. Let me know how you get on as well, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Hopefully next week with another video to help you. Take care for now. Bye.